Got it.
Okay. Hello, you guys. Welcome, Full Soul Travel. I'm here live for people who are going to be watching from the replay. I'm here live with Eddie from No Limit Eddie
What up? What
today,
up?
and we're live. We're just chilling on this beautiful Friday afternoon in Dar es Salaam. We are at Woodbury Cafe, which is so nice. I think I want to do a video on this cafe because it's
Right. Never heard of it.
really charming, very, very cute. So we're just gonna kind of wait for you guys to come on the live, and we're gonna be talking about making money while you're living in Tanzania, like what some of the options are. He is 21 years old, and he moves out here with his sis, and yeah, we were talking about it kind of before, and I was like, this would be a good live topic to
Right.
do.
Right. Definitely.
So if you guys are just tuning in, make sure you hit the chat button and say what's up. This is my first time going live at this time, so I normally go later. So we'll see.
Smash the like button on my
Oh, because it's really early right now, so it's gonna be like West Coast people who are tuning in.
6 in the morning.
Oh yeah, this is super early, so maybe people will watch the replay. Okay, so we're here right now with Eddie, chilling. He's been here for 3 months. So if you just kind of want to tell people a little bit about who you are and like what you're about and stuff.
Yeah. So my name is No Limit Eddie on YouTube. I guess social media. Came over to Tanzania with my sister, who's older than me, and then my dog and my cats. And then now we added some ducks to the family as well. So we got dog, cat, ducks. Came over here mainly to escape a lot of nonsense that's going on in the West. And yeah, been enjoying my time over here for the most part.
Nice. Yeah, so we just met today. We're both from Los Angeles, LA, shout out. And we met through YouTube. So we were just talking, monetizing ourselves as creators, but just in general as people who want to live on the continent. That maybe don't necessarily want to start a business in Tanzania, but you still need to fund your lifestyle. So we were just talking about different things that we're both doing, and I think it's really cool because he's 21 and this is his first time ever like leaving the country. Like you said, first flight.
Yeah, first flight.
First flight to Africa, like going straight. So I think that is commendable to be so young. And most people who have never been anywhere, it's like they don't necessarily want to go that far for the first time. It's like, oh, you may catch a flight to Vegas, or you may catch a flight to New York. That's kind of far.
Yeah.
But like that 30 some, how long was your flight?
Like 26 hours.
Yeah, for the first time. That's kind of intense, but that's really dope. So definitely support his channel because he's young out here. Yeah, we're doing good. What's up? Welcome to the live stream today. So a big questions that I get asked, I'm sure he gets asked, is how do you make money? How do you sustain yourself?
Do you have a job? All kind of stuff.
Yeah, so I mean, I think that if you are someone who wants to come here, you definitely want to watch this live stream. Feel free to ask any kind of questions in the chat, and we're just gonna like go with the flow. But yeah, definitely come check in and say hi. Yeah. Okay.
Smash the like button as well. Smash the like button if you're not coming in.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay. So 3 months. What was like the point of you wanting to come out to Tanzania first?
Okay.
Start the beginning.
All right. So at the beginning, at first I was actually going to move to Vegas. I already had put a what do you call it, application in and everything like that, and we got approved for the place. We're gonna move to Vegas because we're like, let's get out of LA. It's getting a little too much with the homeless and all kind of stuff like that. But then my spirit was like, don't go to Vegas, and so I started to like look around, and then a video popped up, and it was Journey with Us. If you guys know that channel, they were interviewing another couple, T3. And when I saw that video, I heard about Tanzania. I'm like, oh, okay, no mask, no vaccine, none of that stuff. So this might be a good place to look at. So I kind of did some research into it. I was like, all right, bet, this is where I'm going to go. So we just kind of left the Vegas idea and then moved over to Tanzania. I would say I heard about Tanzania in December maybe. Then I was here in February.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That was quick.
Right.
So from that time until then, did you have an idea of how much money you wanted to save?
Yeah. So I actually was like, once I knew I was coming to Tanzania, I just got obsessed with watching videos. And so everybody kept saying 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. So, right, that was my ideal number, was 5,000. So I kind of based it off of what everybody was saying. Was like, okay, everybody's saying there got to be some truth to it. And so, yeah, that was my ideal number.
Okay.
Right.
So, I mean, you definitely can come out here with 5K, but you're going to need to have some money coming in to sustain that, because that will go out very fast. So that's why I wanted to talk to him, because he kind of does a couple different things to make his money beyond. He has a YouTube channel, and he has a couple e-commerce, and he does some drop shipping. And a couple other plans. We were just talking about having multiple streams of income. So, for me, like what I'm working on is having like 5 to 7 streams of income before I even decide on if I want to have a business here or something like that. So I think that, especially as a young person, to have that mindset, to know how to get money and to go after. I think it's important, and just to be realistic for people that you're not going to move out here with $5,000 and be able to just
and
make
that's
it
it
forever.
No, that's cap.
Yeah.
But 5,000 is a good starting place, so for sure.
Yeah. So let's talk about like the different, like what are some of the streams that you do, or some of the things that you've been up to. Make sure, let me know in the chat that you guys can hear us, all that stuff.
We got your name here. Okay, bet. So
MAMBO.
I would say, first and foremost, before you even talk about the streams, it all comes back down to mindset. So I would say there's a book, Rich Dad Poor Dad. I read it in high school, and it changed the way I looked at money. The biggest concept that it talked about in there is saving is for losers. Invest. So some people now are doing crypto, some people now are doing stocks, some people now, whatever you're going to do, but you need to invest your money into something else. Because when you look at basic economics, if your money is just sitting in an account, you're losing 3% every year, because the cost of living rises, then inflation rises, and then you're really losing money. So you may think, I got 100,000 saved, but by the time you retire, 100,000 is worth 30,000 because of inflation. So you got to have your money work for you. So that's the first concept. And so then with understanding that, if you're somebody like me who started off with nothing, big welfare, everything like that, you got to find out how to turn your ideas into money. So there's a lot of ways to do that. I feel like content creation is the easiest way to do it. You know what I mean? Music or podcast or video, because you're just really monetizing your thoughts and putting it onto a different format for people to watch and listen to. So in the beginning, I did like YouTube, ad revenue, affiliate marketing, what else? Drop shipping, e-commerce. You can sell services online. And then, I think that's pretty much the main sources that I have. But I probably got more than that, honestly. But I feel like it's find a way to make your money work for you. So if you have a lot of money, start getting into properties more than likely. If you have a little bit of money, find out how you can turn your ideas into money.
Yeah.
That's the best way to go about it.
I definitely agree with you. I think a lot of people may feel timid to do that, because they were like, well, how is your idea going to turn into money? But it's the same idea of like, how are you going to move to Tanzania? It starts with an idea, and then you take action steps to make that happen. So it's like, if you want to start, if you're back in the States or in the UK or wherever you're at, or you're here in Tanzania and you're like, okay, well, I want to start building up my streams of income, come up with some idea, and then you break down the steps of like, how are you going to get there? How are you going to start generating income?
Reverse engineering.
Yeah. And it is just really about the mindset and the limits you put on yourself. Like, his name is No Limit Eddie for a reason. Like, I like that name, but you really do have to like take the limits off of yourself on the earning potential that you have, and go after it. So we were talking about, because I'm personally starting, I have 2 websites that are launching. The Wonderlist for Africa is going to be launching hopefully Sunday, and then I have Full Soul Travel, but I was telling him about other things that I'm doing that I'm not necessarily going to be promoting. but e-commerce is really, really big. People are constantly buying things, especially with COVID and people being at home.
Yeah.
Shipping, getting products shipped to your home is kind of how people shop nowadays.
Right.
Like they're not necessarily going into the stores. And I'm speaking about in the States. E-commerce here is a little different.
Yeah.
Though it is some form of e-commerce, it's just done differently. It's not necessarily like a package delivered. It's more like Bajaji drop off.
Right.
But just this idea of like other avenues. So for me, like I personally invest in cryptocurrency. I was telling him about that in the stock market, but doing Shopify, doing what did you call it? Etsy,
Amazon, Facebook Marketplace, eBay. You can literally dropship pretty much everywhere, to be honest. And I guess if we're talking about the topic of dropshipping, it's an easy way to go ahead and get started because it requires a lot less capital. So if you don't understand what dropshipping is, essentially, if you want to do something back in the 90s, let's say I want to start a clothing brand. I want to start Eddie Apparel. I would have to go find somebody in downtown LA that makes clothing. They have a minimum order quantity of 1,000. So I got to spend $5 per unit. For 1,000 units, I got to spend $5,000 to get t-shirts. I may get these t-shirts and get a hottest design in the world, but nobody wants to buy them. So now I'm stuck with $5,000 worth of inventory. With dropshipping, essentially you cut that whole process out. You only ship an item or make an item when there's a demand for that item. So the item is purchased and then the item is then shipped out. Once that happens, you either use like a supplier like Alibaba or something like that. We can print on demand. We use like a fulfillment company. They'll print the design and then ship it out. So that way you don't have to spend money on inventory. You can invest your money in what makes the most sense, which is advertising and marketing the product and sales. So yeah, that's the concept.
So let you guys know in the comments. I'm actually going to be working on a couple of different shops. Let me know if you guys want to see me record that whole process, and I'll share it as kind of like a separate thing. But I think it's important to show people the different ways to make money because there's so many different avenues.
Right.
One of the other ways, I know you talked about Facebook marketing. That is something where you could literally, let's say you go to like a flea market, or even if you're buying stuff off of Facebook. People are like moving, they're selling stuff.
Oh, Facebook Marketplace.
They're selling stuff and then you resell it on Amazon. You can resell it on eBay.
Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, Let Go.
Yes.
Unlimited amount of ways.
Yeah. So I was doing OfferUp before I left. I was buying and reselling on OfferUp. So that is like one avenue, and it's very, very easy to do. I mean, I watched a couple YouTube videos before I came here. People were literally buying like dish soap, like at a discount store, and reselling it on Amazon for full price. Or they're buying like random, like you go into those like 99-cent store, and sometimes they have good products. They'll buy like little toys, but on Amazon they're selling it for full price. So let's say you buy this one toy for $1, and on Amazon it's selling $20 or $20. After the Amazon fee, you're making $17, $16 profit. So if you have 10 of those, 20 of those, 100 of those, and you have multiple listings, that is a great way to make money. And I was just like, that's called retail arbitrage. Retail arbitrage. So you look that up. It's something that you can be doing now. It's like if you're out shopping, even if you're like
with
Target,
no money, you can start there pretty much.
Even if you're like a Target or you're like local grocery store, you go into like the sale sections, the sections that people want to go into, and just check on how much that stuff is worth on Amazon, and then you can set up your own listing for that. But he was even telling me about an idea of doing it through Etsy, which I didn't know that you could do that. But it's just there's so many different avenues to do retail arbitrage. So let's kind of look at the comments and see what people are talking about. Mambo, hey, Pink Coffee. Welcome to the live. Good to see you. That's your fam?
Yeah. Somebody.
What's up? Make sure you guys subscribe to Full Soul Travel if you're first time here. Make sure you guys subscribe to Mom and Eddie. Like, I never say all this stuff. Like the video, leave a comment, and what else do you say? You can leave a super chat.
Yeah, hit the super chat, like the video. The more you
Yes.
guys like it, the more it gets shared out. So the more interactive the live stream gets. So definitely hit the like button.
Yes, and also you guys, I just opened up a membership program on Full Soul Travel, so you can your name will be highlighted. Super
Oh, you
chats
got
and
that
all
now?
stuff.
Okay,
Yeah, I
yeah,
just
so
opened that.
hit the join button then, guys. Underneath you join that.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Well, send him this video. Send him this video so he can maintain himself while he's out here for sure. Let's see. We are at Woodbury Cafe. I love this place. I'm here like every day. It is in Masaki. Yeah, it's a really cute place. It's African owned. I'm actually doing a video on the spot. I was talking to the owner. She's dope. Let me see.
So let you see that. Okay.
Oh, while he's speaking only half of sorry. Let me have you come in a little bit more. Thank you for letting us know. We're just setting up this camera.
She got a full setup.
Yeah. Yeah. He should be good now. You guys see us clearly.
Let me know.
Thank you for letting us know that. MAMBO, you guys. Thank you so much. Okay, so yeah, make sure you guys are liking the video and then leave your comments about different ways to make money because we're talking about it right now. He's 21 years old, moved out here with his sister. How old is your sister?
25.
25. So these are young people, not that I'm old, but I'm not in my 20s. These are young people that are just literally going after what they want in life and setting themselves up to have a better life, which I think is so important to be that young or at any age in general. But you are the youth is the future. You know, you're the future of the society. So anyway, so let's get back to the topic at hand.
Right.
So what would you say was like your eye opener the first time you realized that you could make money so easily?
Make money online?
Yeah.
So I would say I've always been trying to make money since I was a kid, like car washes, lemonade stands, anything I could try to do, I was trying to do it. And so when I started to learn about, like I used to watch like speeches about Warren Buffett, like how he would talk about, just value investing. You turn something that's undervalued into something that's more valued. So I kind of took that concept and then ran with it. So my mom used to like sew a lot of stuff. So she ended up making these purses for like $1 each. And I said, okay, let me try to flip it on this marketplace that I heard about. It was Etsy. So I put up a couple listings and then one of them sold. I'm like, what the heck? Okay, I actually just like turned nothing into something. And then from there, it was just like no looking back. So I always recommend marketplaces because you don't got to market. You know, there's already an audience on that marketplace for you. You just got to be good at SEO.
And okay, so explain what SEO is for people who don't know.
Right, so that's just search engine optimization. So, like if you wanted to sell on Amazon, you don't have to drive traffic to Amazon. Amazon already has millions and millions of buyers. You just have to get in front of them. So if I go on Amazon, I want to look for a shot glass, I just type in shot glass. So whoever can rank #1 for that term shot glass is going to make the most money. So once you kind of learn SEO, which is basically title, tag, description, you kind of learn what each platform is looking for, and you can rank up on there. And you don't even have to have the product in hand. That's the craziest part about it. So when I say you can start for free, you can literally start for free by retail arbitrage or online arbitrage, where you just kind of list an item, get it to rank. When somebody buys that item from you online, you go buy it in person or you go buy it online and then ship it to the customer. So yeah, I think that was my first time making money online with selling a purse, and from there just kept on going.
Dope. Okay, let me look at this question. Think. It's extremely hard to get all the streams of income set up while you're working full-time job. No, mindset. That's the first thing is mindset. This is literally setting up streams of income you can do off of this little thing, your cell phone.
Right.
That is one of the easiest ways to do it. So it's one mindset. You have to remove the mindset of. So you put it is extremely hard.
Right.
It is easy.
That's an affirmation that you just said.
Yes.
So now it is extremely hard for you. He who says he can and he who says he can't is both usually right.
Yeah.
So that's why I recommend reading books like Think and Grow Rich, Rich Dad Poor Dad. Those are super important books. Every morning I listen to like affirmations about like making money. It's kind of like a routine to kind of deprogram those limiting beliefs that you have inside your mind.
Because you guys have to understand that like there's a programming, there's a certain mindset that of course the masses have to operate in order to keep the system rolling. So typical American mindset is you go to college, you get a job, you buy a house, you buy a car, you retire at 65, and then maybe at 65 you move to Africa. Or maybe once a year you go on a vacation, or every 2 years you go on a vacation for 2 weeks, but you're literally spending your life devoted to someone who's rich. So that is the first mindset that you have to like get rid of. Know that there are other ways that you can live your life. So if you're watching this channel, obviously we think of this because we're here in Tanzania. We think outside of the box. So I want to inspire people to also think outside the box. So when it comes to getting those streams of income, think pink. You have to change the mindset, and then we're giving you information on different things you can do. So whether you can start setting up something now. Whether you should set up a Shopify store, whether you do the marketplace, whether when you're out with the kids and you, like I said, you're at Target or you're at the 99-cent store. You see, like I'm telling you, there's this video. I'll try to post in the community if I remember. There's this video of this woman. All she was doing is going around buying soaps, like this soaps, reselling it on Amazon. She was making so much. I want to say she was making like $15,000 a month. It was like
definitely possible.
And she was literally buying it at a really low cost. Or there's when businesses go out of business, really way to stock up on stuff, and then you can literally set up a Amazon seller's license or whatever.
So the way it works with Amazon is there's two ways you can do it. There's FBA, which is fulfillment by Amazon. So you'll buy the items and then send them into Amazon, and Amazon will put a QR code on them, and or there's FBM, fulfillment by merchant, which means you would go ahead and ship those items out to the customer. So
I think that's what they were doing. They were shipping by themselves.
Okay.
Yeah, because they were doing the retail arbitrage. They weren't doing Amazon fulfillment.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, retail arbitrage, people do both.
Okay.
It depends on the margin of the product. Because once you send it to Amazon, of course, they're packing it, shipping it, labeling it for you. They charge more. So if it's a low margin product, you might be best to do it by yourself. But if it's a high margin product, send it into Amazon, and then they do all the work for you. So that's a really big benefit of it. But if you wanted to do what she's talking about here, it's easier to do it on eBay. If you guys just get the eBay app on your phone, there's literally a QR code.
Literally have that.
Yeah, there's a not a QR code, a barcode scanner. You can just go around and scan products. Boom, 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 and you'll
sell on Etsy. I don't know if you guys can see.
Is that Etsy or is that?
Oh wait, you said eBay.
eBay.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. So with the eBay app, man, it's super simple. Like right next to the search bar, you hit the barcode, and then you will scan an item, scan a barcode of an item, and then go to sold listings. You say filter by sold, and you see what the item is selling for. So let's say my phone is selling for $250 on eBay, and I'm in T-Mobile selling for $90. I can buy a phone for $90 and it's sell for $250. So
you make a profit of like $160.
$160 minus eBay fees and shipping. So it's super easy to do it like that. You don't have to worry about the complicatedness of Amazon. So if you don't have that much time, eBay is way simpler. If you do have time to invest, into a business, then you can definitely run it up on Amazon. Definitely.
You can also think of services, different things that you can offer as a service. If you're really knowledgeable, I don't know what you do for work. Let's say you're very knowledgeable about how to set up, computers or something like that. If you set up an ebook, or if you set up some type of course you're doing one action at one amount of time, and then you put it out for people to buy it. That is like one of the best ways to build your streams of income. You're not having to actually, so it's not being exhausting. You're not putting all the work in in there.
I also have ebooks as well on Amazon. I have physical and ebooks on Amazon. So like I said, I have so many streams I kind of forget about them. But that's another one. Selling books on Amazon, again, it's SEO. You write a book on a topic that people are searching for, want to buy, and then they buy it. You get a royalty off of that.
Dope. Okay. So she said exhausting rather. Okay.
Right.
I hope that. Oh, she said thank you. So 620 or 625 in LA or West Coast. I'm assuming you're from. Do you really have to burn your trash? They do burn trash here.
Yeah, I burn my trash where I'm at.
I don't personally burn it myself, but they burn trash here.
Right.
You burn your own trash?
No gardener does it. I'm saying in the area, there's no trash collection.
Yeah. I think my area does have trash collection, but I think they burn the trash. I don't know what it is. Unlocking Instagram. Are you? I don't know. I thought they were talking about you.
Okay, dope.
Yeah. Guys, sorry, flies out here. So yeah, I think that those are really some great avenues to make money.
Right.
So YouTube,
yeah. So even just
affiliate
YouTube,
marketing.
yeah, it has a lot of streams of income. You got channel memberships, ad revenue, affiliate income, brand promos. What else?
Yeah, like if you guys look at my comments, I mean not my comments, my descriptions, I have a bunch of links, and all of these links are literally for your benefit, but also for my benefit. So through each link, I have like money resource section. So he was just telling me that he found out about what we meant through me. So when you sign up for certain things, you will get a kickback, and so will I. So it's like mutually beneficial if you're already gonna sign up for something. But also like I have my camera gear. I have like all my equipment. People are always interested to know like, what are you using to film your products? So I have that link through Amazon, and if you click the link, even if you don't buy my exact camera or buy my exact thing, and within 24 hours you buy something from Amazon, I get a percentage of that. It doesn't cost you any money. So if you want another way to support the channel, maybe you don't want to leave maybe you don't want to be a part of the membership program, or you don't want to leave a super chat or whatever, but you know you're going to be going shopping to Amazon, just go on my channel, click the link, and buy what you need to buy.
Right.
I get a kickback from that.
And even just watching the ads when you guys are asleep, like running a playlist, you're able to support the channel as well.
Yeah. So if you're coming here and you've never done YouTube or anything like that, and you're like, I don't know if I could do it, don't limit yourself. You know, there's always an audience. Somebody is going to be interested in what you're doing. It is a good resource to make money, but also opens you up to other streams of income. Right.
And even just network marketing, people you're going to meet from doing YouTube. Like we linked up because of YouTube. So YouTube is worth it. That's the easiest way to start. And you can even just make videos reviewing products, get ad revenue from reviewing the products on video, and then get the affiliate income from people buying the product as well.
Yeah.
And if you get really big, people seeing the product, pay to review it, then you get affiliate income, and then you still get ads on top of that. So it's just like you can monetize your life on YouTube. So it's a really easy way to start.
Yeah. So even if you didn't want to do YouTube, so we talked about retail arbitrage, which again, that is buying something and then flipping it. So even if you're not doing it, let's say if you're moving here, okay, let's use the example, someone moving here, they're selling their stuff. Instead of doing a yard sale, you can put all that stuff up on OfferUp. You can put it up on Facebook marketing. Or if you have certain items that you don't want to bring, check the item and check it out on Amazon or on eBay and see how much they're going for, because you may be able to make a little bit more money than you would off of Facebook marketing. So there's money sitting around you at all times.
Right,
It's just
right.
a matter of like you knowing what to do with it.
Right, right.
So what are some? Let's talk about drop shipping. Did we talk about that? I think you touched on it a little
We
bit.
talk about the concept, what it means, yeah,
Okay.
and the fact that you should do it on a marketplace rather than like a website, especially in the beginning. But yeah, I guess no matter what stream you're gonna try to go for, like you're gonna have to sacrifice something. So especially me in LA, I had to sacrifice a lot of sleep. Like you can't really be sleeping 8 hours because then you gotta work 8 hours, and then the other 8 hours you wanna relax. So your whole day is gonna be wasted. So you're gonna have to sacrifice something to get to where you wanna get to. It's not gonna be an easy road, you know what I mean? So there's probably times if you wanted to sit there and watch Netflix, but you gotta watch this YouTube video about how to do this or buy this course, and you also gotta invest money to make money 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
So you can try to learn as much as you can from free content, but sometimes you just gotta pay. You know, sometimes you just gotta pay for expert knowledge. In the case of drop shipping, you can kind of do it yourself, but when it comes to more technical things like ads, how to run ads, you should just buy a course. To be honest, I bought a course from a black dude. I think he's young too, like 24. His name is Don Says Akram, and his course was super detailed. It was $25, and definitely made my money back off of that course. But you gotta invest like one way or another. So I would say pick one avenue first, whether it's YouTube, affiliate marketing, drop shipping, Amazon FBA, and then kind of just take your time and money and put it into that. Get that one going, take that money, invest into something else, and then stream. Try to do everything at once. It's not going to work out because you're going to be diverting your energy to too many spots. So I say content creation is the easiest one. If you have money already, Amazon FBA is a really good one to get into. You can just buy products from China, ship it into an Amazon warehouse, and they're pretty much going to do all the work for you. And there's no ads that got to be ran. There's nothing like that. It's just ranking on the top of the search. With affiliate marketing, there's some people who do it like full time, running ads and all kind of stuff to it. But
I watched a couple of videos where people were they'll literally make a blog and they'll like for instance, let's say your niche, you pick a niche and you want to sell like headphones, like what are the best headphones,
right,
like Beats, like there's all these
right,
different headphones and there's people who are really into that.
Mm-hmm.
So you set up a whole blog, it's surrounded by you reviewing headphones or trying out different stuff. Underneath each review, underneath each item, you put your affiliate link to Amazon or directly from the company itself. When you go direct from the company, you make more commission versus Amazon. Amazon is little, but if there's all sorts of affiliate marketing, and you can also, whatever company you're interested in, you can go to their website and check out what their affiliate programs are, and they'll have a higher percentage payout than if you just kind of do it on your own, like a referral versus it's the difference between referral and then direct affiliate marketing.
Yeah, I feel like the blog idea, I think it's kind of hard. It's like rank on Google.
Yeah, I mean that was just an idea. That was just an option. So what have you found easier for affiliate marketing?
For affiliate marketing, same thing you do. Just drop it in the bottom of the thing. You know what I mean? Do a specific product review and then drop the link in. I feel like that's easy. And there's also a site called Medium where you can start blog posts, but it's a marketplace for blogs. So the people who started Twitter also started Medium. So it's kind of like a social media blog platform. You can do that as well. So
you can also earn money off of Medium.
Yeah, I've heard you can, but I haven't done too much research into it. But I know people do run up like a couple thousand off of blog posts.
Yeah, it depends on like how well the blog does and if it gets picked up by other things.
Yeah, right. That's what I've heard. But I use Medium to like sell books and stuff like that as well. So it definitely does work. You can check that out. I haven't had massive success, but I also haven't dedicated time to like figuring out the algorithm on that platform.
Okay, so Jason says it's definitely not that easy. You need a niche product and heavy research on that product. For sure, but I think it's just about getting started. I think it's just about getting started and then trying, failing, and trying until you figure out what that product is going to be. Now, are you referring to drop shipping?
I think he's talking about probably Amazon.
Okay. Yeah.
But either way, nothing in life is easy. Like working for somebody until you're 65 and you're realizing you can't retire, it's hard to. So you pick the battle that you wanna pick. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
Such a great affirmation for sure.
Right.
No limit Eddie for sure. Okay, the product could fail. Your Shopify site could be sloppy, unorganized. You have to learn how to create quality. Okay, yeah, pay for Fiverr. So pretty much at this point in life, you can pay to get anything done.
Right.
There's nothing like if you don't know how to do something, you can pay somebody to do it. Like thank you for bringing up Fiverr because that's another option to make money.
Become a gig worker.
You can become a gig worker from Fiverr. Or if let's say Jason wants to start a Shopify store, he doesn't want his shop to look sloppy, all that stuff. Go on Fiverr, you type, they literally will have full made out stores for people. People will do the research for it. They'll do the ads. They'll do everything for it.
Right.
And you just have to pay them for it. Some of it can be really inexpensive because there's a lot of people all over the world who figured out for themselves, let's say in a developing country, this is a way to make money, and maybe $5-10 will go a long way for them if they do multiples of those. But they have the time to invest and do that. Like virtual assistants are very inexpensive. They can help you kind of get things going. So I think it's just a matter of like thinking outside the box and knowing there are other options that you don't have to do everything.
Right. You can outsource.
Yes. Sana. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button.
Yeah, smash the like button, guys. Smash the like button.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. It's something that we just started talking about organically. I'm like, I've been wanting to talk about some money, especially because I'm actively working on my different streams of income. So maybe I will. I was telling him, I was like, you should document your journey. I'll probably document mine and see if that's something you guys are interested in seeing. Because I think the reality is people want to come here, but you need to be able to sustain yourself.
Right.
And I think one of the best ways to do that is making money online. I personally, my goal is to be location independent. I want to be able to make money while I'm sleeping.
Right.
So I don't necessarily want to go into a job to. I don't want to go into a job to make money at all. I want to be able to wake up and look at my phone and be like, oh, okay, I made a few $1,000s today, where I could just bounce and be somewhere else if I wanted to, or be where I'm at and not have to stress about it. So I think that for us coming here, we kind of have to have that mentality because that's what's going to be able to sustain us. But also, if you are someone like Eddie, a couple years ago, you didn't have any money, but now you have this information. You plan yourself out. You give yourself a year of like, I'm going to set up these 5 streams of income. And even if like $2,000 a month, that's $10,000 a month. If you spend more, you have a greater opportunity to make more money.
That's how
and then you'll be able to fund if you want to start a business in Tanzania or in Ghana, wherever you are, you'll be able to have the capital to do that here. And then you'll generate more money and also opportunities for people to make money here.
Right. That's how it is. Cash flow is king. So find ways to get cash flow in consistently. You'll be straight.
Yeah.
I think, again, it comes down to mindset, guys. So I would say, if you think something is hard, it's going to be hard. If it's going to be easy, it's going to be easy. If you're not willing to fail, probably not the way for you to go. Like, you can run to failure at any stage. So you got to take failure as a lesson and not just as like, oh, end up be all. Like, I failed a lot of times. More times than I've succeeded. But when it does succeed, you make more than you lost. So it's kind of how it works out, guys. Take some L's, keep going forward. Yeah. Once you quit, then that's it. You've been wasting your time and your money because now you're not getting none of it back because you can quit. So be willing to be persistent in whatever you're going to do.
Especially if you are watching one of our channels, you're obviously trying to go to Africa.
Oh, yeah.
So, yes. Let me know if you guys have any more questions. Hit us up in the chat room.
Drop questions in.
What else? Shopify. Shopify. So I had a Shopify store before I came here, but I was selling physical products, and I had to stop that because shipping from Tanzania to the States is expensive. It's a lot. It's it's not as easy.
Right.
So another avenue is doing digital products. So whether that's t-shirts, that's you can, if you're really good at organizing things, you can set up calendars. There's so many ways.
Yeah, courses as well. Yeah, and that's something too to think about too is reverse engineer. So I knew I was gonna leave America at some point in time. I didn't know it was gonna be this soon, but it just happened to be so. So I always did try to set up my lifestyle to where I would have the ability to make money anywhere in the world, just like she was saying. Like digital nomad is what it's called, I think. So definitely, when you're setting up these streams, try to set it up in a way where it can run itself or it can operate itself. So that way, when you do have time to make that move, you can do it confidently. A lot of people's biggest fear, I think, of moving to the continent is how I'm going to make money. You know, how do you sustain yourself? So try to set yourself up for your end goal at the end of the day. So definitely, like, if you can start a dropshipping business or Amazon FBA business, those are good because you can also just outsource almost all the work to VAs. You know what I mean? It's just ordering at that point and making sure that you stay in stock. Or if it's dropshipping, it's basically just getting the creators all the time for your ads. If it's like content creation, you are the creator. So wherever you go, that content goes with you. So set yourself up for your end goal. Start where you want to be, and then work backwards.
Absolutely, I 100% believe in this. So let us know in the comments if, well, first of all, make sure you check out his channel. I think I've been encouraging him to do more content like this in particular. But also I may do some, if you guys want to see more content on how to make money before you come, or how to make money while you're here. In general, let me know in the comments. I will be happy to produce more content like this. I think it is very valuable because that's probably the number one reason why people are stopped when it comes. They could probably save the money, but they don't know how to flip the money and they don't know how to keep it going. So I think that we all want to be successful. We want you. I want to be successful. It's like if you want to move here, you want to be able to stay here. And have the funds. And this is not a country that you need a lot of money to do that. You don't need that much. What would you say cost of living wise? Like,
yeah. So I would say it depends on how you want to live. So I came over here like in a mindset like I'm just gonna live how I want to live, not like basic. So I got a 6-bedroom house with only 2 people. So didn't really need to do that, but the rent on that every month is like $470, and you pay like 6 months at a time. But again, my rent in LA was $1,700 for 1 bedroom. So even going outrageous, you're still saving a tremendous amount of money.
You said you have 4 bedrooms?
6.
Are you renting any of those rooms?
Nah.
Okay.
Just got it together, I guess.
Okay. But it's you and your sister?
Yeah, me and my sister and the pets. So the cat got his own room and all kind of stuff. So I would say
he better have his own room in 6 bedrooms.
Right. So I would say the rent is pretty much not too bad, but $470. Yeah, right.
Nice.
So $470 a month. I would say electricity, we're spending probably like 60,000 shillings, which is probably $30. $30 a month, and electricity is prepaid here. Load it onto your meter. Water, we just started paying water before the land paying it. That's like 50,000 a month, so probably like $20 a month. I would say food is depends on how you want to live. So if you eat like a local, you can spend like $50.
Very. We were just talking about that. I was telling him I like to eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, and I have this cafe that we're at. I like to walk here to kind of get my exercise. It's probably like a mile from my house, so it's a good little workout. But there's this, there's so many fruit stands, the freshest fruit you could ever have. And there's a fruit stand by my house. I always, anytime I pass by, the guy would chop up the pineapples for me, put in a little bag, and eat out the bag. It's so good. I pay 1,000 shillings, so that works out to be 41 cents. It's very, very inexpensive if you wanted to go on an all fruit or vegetable diet. But even if you wanted to eat meat and the chipsies and all that type of stuff, if you're eating the food from the street vendors, you're still looking at 1,500 shillings, 2,000 shillings. Very expensive. Now, if you are if you want to have more
Keep an
well-rounded,
American
like to,
lifestyle.
yeah. I mean, I like to come to these cafes, so even so, it's like maybe I'll spend like 15,000 T shillings on a meal here, and that's what is that? That's like $6. You split it in half, so it's about a $6 meal. It's way less than what you can get in the States. Like the same meal and ambiance and all that stuff
Especially in
here in California, you'll be spending $30
Yeah.
versus 15,000 T shillings. Still, be mindful that all that stuff adds up.
Yep.
So the best way if you're on a budget is to buy your fruits and vegetables
Yeah.
and your meat or whatever.
Yeah.
There's so many butchers and fish markets, and cook at home, and you'll save so much.
You'll save a
$50
tremendous amount.
a month.
Yeah.
Versus I think we should spend like 50.
Easily.
Yeah.
Like when I first got here, I was eating masaki. Eating masaki a lot, so masaki prices are high.
Yeah.
You can spend 50,000 on like one meal type. So.
And that's $20. So that's, I mean, that adds up.
It adds up super quick. So definitely be like a local. Like there's a restaurant now that I go to, I can feed like 3 people for 5,000 shillings, less than $2. So even in the mornings, I go and get mandazi, which is like 100 shillings each. So I get like 9 of them in the morning. So I'm gonna like 70 cents maybe. Yeah, it's like 70 cents for breakfast. So if you eat locally, you can save a lot of money. But if you try to keep an American lifestyle, go to KFC and Pizza Hut and this restaurant, that restaurant, you're still gonna be taxed. But it just, you'll think that it's less, but you'll end up spending a lot more, because if you come over here with like, oh, it's only this mindset, you're gonna spend money quick. It's only this much, it's only this much, it's only this much. Then by the time you look up at the end of the month, you spend $1,000, $2,000. So yeah, be cautious of that, guys, for sure.
Okay, let me look at some of the comments. I want to move there for you to build a business in America is pretty expensive.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
again, mindset. Again, we just kind of told you very inexpensive ways to start a business in America off of your phone. So that, I mean, at least for this video, we're talking about
online.
Making money online, not like a physical,
not
business.
brick and mortar.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
But in America, you have debt, so you can like always leverage credit. Here, I don't think it's like that at all. You gotta have cash and stuff here. So keep that in mind.
There's a little rooster at this restaurant we're at. The chickens and the rooster runs free. I love it. It's so cute. I'm definitely gonna do a video on this place, so make sure you tune in for that. The road to success is paved with failure. The lessons you learn from it eventually. Yep, that's exactly what we're talking about. I've failed so much that, I mean, I could write tons of books on it, and honestly, every failure has helped me.
Right.
Most people don't try, so they never. To me, that's the real failure, is never trying.
You're so far behind now.
Yeah.
You never tried. Just fail fast. That's the main thing. Get it out the way as soon as possible.
Sana, for this information. Please do videos on how to start a business, capital you need. Do you mean like what we're talking about, or like a physical video, physical business here in Tanzania? Because we're talking about making money online, making money from your phone, making money while you're sleeping.
Right. And the process of starting a business here is super varied. It all depends on who you are and who you talk to. So for somebody, it may be 1 million T shillings. For another person, it might be 10 million T shillings. Because you got to have lawyers, and you got to go to the TRA and all kind of different stuff like that. So the process here is not standard. Nothing in Tanzania is consistent. So keep that in mind. But eventually, what I am doing now is trying to build capital to start like Airbnb business out here. So if I do document that on my channel, then I'll show you guys that. The process of registering a company and kind of finding the properties.
That is another business I want to do here as well.
Right.
Because I think that doing an Airbnb business is a great opportunity here because you can get an apartment or a house for very inexpensive. But because there's so many people who are not even talking about the diaspora, because Tanzania, Dar es Salaam is a hot ticket destination for travel. So most people start in Dar and they may go to Zanzibar, but they may want to spend a day in Dar, or they may want to spend a couple weeks, or they may go to Arusha. So getting an apartment, let's say you find a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment for $200, and you get the place nice. Don't be basic with it. Get it nice, decent, whatever.
Right.
And you rent the place out for $35 a night. That's like, and let's say it's booked. Let's just say it's booked for 30 days. Let's just do the highest potential you can make of that. That's $1,500 that you.
Yeah,
and you have 200, and then
minus some furniture costs.
Yeah.
By the first month, more likely you'll break even.
Yeah.
And then every month after that is just profit.
Yeah. So if you get multiples of those, I mean, this is done everywhere, but I don't know how many people. I mean, people are doing it here, but it's done. Most people around the world are doing this. They'll go to foreign countries and they'll get a place, and it's actually called
property arbitrage.
The same concept.
Right.
It was really big in LA. I actually used to Airbnb my place out, but LA kind of put a stop on that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
They put a big stop on that. I think also in New York they put a stop on that.
Okay.
At least for the way that I was doing, you had to be the owner of the place. So if you actually if you own the place, I'm actually gonna put a link. Thank you, Kaka. I'm gonna put a link in my bio. So if you are in America now currently and you wanna have another stream of income, you can and you own your spot, or you have an extra spot or whatever, or you have extra room, you can become an Airbnb host. So I'm gonna actually put a link in the bio. Click that link because you will get a kickback, and so I think you get like $40 to $100 after your first booking.
Oh, nice.
So, and I always try to look for, if I'm gonna sign up for something, what kind of affiliate link can I get? Because I usually get a discount or some money coming back. So if, like, for instance, in Atlanta, like my aunt has a couple of spots, Airbnb spots. I have several friends that one of my friends, she has like 7 units that she has. She makes really good money from it.
Right.
Even if it's not booked the full 30 days, even if it's just booked 10 days, you're going to be making more money if your rent is lower on it.
Right.
And then those high seasons, like if you live in the South or something where it's the football season, college football, or like around that time where you know that people are going to, well, this is before COVID. I don't know how. I think people are still going to football games. But if you know that people are going to be coming into town and
definitely.
during a certain season, you want to add your place on Airbnb so you can kind of get that money coming in.
That's true.
Yeah. So, hold on, you guys. We just turned on the music here. Let me see. I'm gonna.
That's pretty crazy. So the legislation changed. You can't even do it in LA.
Yeah, in LA, you have to own the spot. You have to register. So I actually met this one couple. They were making, I want to say, like $15,000 a month off of like 5 different Airbnbs. Or no, maybe they had more than that. And they were giving away furniture because they decked it out. They had TVs, they had couches, they had all this stuff, and they had to shut it down because they didn't own it.
That's horrible.
Yeah. So let's see what the comments are like.
But that's what we're looking at now, guys.
You just moved here. Congratulations.
Congratulations, man.
Hold on, you guys. I'm getting that affiliate link for Airbnb.
All right, she getting that link. But yeah, Airbnb is something I'm looking at.
And you can bring it.
I've been looking into that. I feel like it's a good way to make money because the rent is super cheap. You can book it. I mean, you pay probably for like 6 months in advance. You got to spot for 6 months. And then depending on the occupancy rate, I think it's like 80% is the average or 70% is the average. So you can kind of do the math for how much you'll probably make a month on that. Even the place I'm at now, low-key, I got so many rooms I could Airbnb them. But then you got to come in and out. So, maybe place or maybe do it for cost and rent the place out. Yeah, definitely, guys. Looking to Airbnb. Go Black has been doing a lot of documents about this, like bicycle and motorcycle rentals. I think he did one about Bajaji's, dump trucks. So if you guys are looking at business, you can start here in Tanzania. Definitely check out Go Black's channel. Because he made a couple of videos about similar topics.
Sorry, you guys. I'm getting the links right now for the Airbnb. Let's see.
I'll pull up. Let me see. Oh, Crunk King, what up, man? Good to be at home eating. Yeah, mandazi. It's super good. Mandazi is like a donut, low key, like a triangular donut. The only thing it's missing is like powdered sugar. That's my plan. Continue my t-shirt business, drop shipping. Oh, okay, dope. What kind of t-shirt business do you have? Is it print on demand or what type of like, t-shirt business do you have? The rooster heard mandazi. Just woke up. Right. Is it easy to start an Airbnb business in Tanzania? I don't know how easy it is to start. I feel like most things here are pretty easy to do. You just have to know the right people. That's kind of everything here is having a solid network. Because the price can be a million T shillings or it can be 100,000 T shillings if you know the right people. So that's kind of what it comes down to. So I would say it probably would be easy. Register a business, and then from there, just kind of put the properties up on Airbnb, hire somebody, take photos of it, and then furnish it if it's not already furnished. Go to like a carrier code and furnish the spot out, and you should be good to go. And try to negotiate into the lease, like a refrigerator or an oven or something like that if possible, and that will lower your expenses of what you got to spend on furniture. But I think I was able to furnish my whole house for like $800, so it's not too expensive to get furniture here. So that's why I say Airbnb business is kind of good to go for.
Yeah. On my list of streams on here. Yeah, you guys, this is No Limit Eddie.
No Limit Eddie.
Make sure you check out his channel. And if you are new to this channel, please subscribe, like, comments, all that stuff. You can leave a super chat. You can join the join button for the membership program.
Right. Normally I tell people like how to hit the super chat. So
let us know.
Right. So if you're on this live stream and you want to support the content, we're giving out a lot of free game here, guys.
Lots of free game.
So when you're about to type in the chat, there's like a money sign icon right there to the right. Click on that money sign icon and donate to the channel one way or another. It can be a super sticker or a super chat. And donations are much appreciated, guys. Much appreciated.
Thank you, Eddie, because I didn't know how to explain it.
Right.
You see yourself living in another African country to enjoy the world, or you can open a business wherever you decide to visit. You're just curious. Yes. Yes, I want to live in multiple countries. In Africa, I will live in Mexico. I want to live wherever my heart desires, which is why I want to be location independent. But I would like to base myself on the continent, like my forever home being probably in Tanzania or some other country where I go to. But I think for now, I'm more sold on Tanzania than I was a couple months ago. So, and eventually the goal is to have a business here for sure. I definitely want to be contributing to the economy here, not just making money online, but that money that I've been making online helps to get the capital to establish a business here.
Definitely. So I would say I do see myself living in Africa. I'm not a big traveler, like I said, literally all my life stayed in LA, went to Vegas. So I'm not a big traveler. So if anything, I probably would like to stay here in Tanzania. But if I get an urge to travel to the places, I wouldn't mind going to like Rwanda or the Gambia.
Do you want some water?
Sure. Rwanda or the Gambia, and that should be good to go. But I think I like Tanzania for now. If I can stay here for a good amount of time, I would. But I'm definitely not going back to the States. That's a fact.
I mean, Tanzania is such a great country. I mean, from beauty to the people.
Right.
It's very affordable. It's very affordable. You have a family, if you're single, you just got you and your partner, whatever. It's a very affordable country.
Right.
So, okay, let's see.
Oh yeah, get that set up.
Did you get it set up? Did it work out? Because I know you did set it up. I hit you up about, Okay, so she hit me up about World Remit. If you have a Tanzanian number and you're trying to open up a World Remit account, it will not work. You need to be using a U.S. account. So if you have shut down everything in America or U.S., UK, outside of Tanzania, you can set up a Google Voice. number. So how I have my whole life set up, I've had this Google Voice for like 15 years, 10 years or something like that. I have like my WhatsApp set up through my Google Voice, and then most of my banking, if they allow it, some banks won't allow Google Voice. They want you to have like an actual number. But I use that to set up my world limit because I no longer have like, I'm not paying for service in America, and I do have a Tanzanian number, but you can't use it. So if you're having issues with setting up world limit, make sure that you switch over to a US account number. And again, the link is in the bio. You will get $20 back, and I will also get $20 after you send $100. So make sure you hit that link.
Right.
Who doesn't want free money?
All right.
Okay. So we're at it's a cafe called Woodbury Cafe. It's in Masaki. It's very nice. I'm gonna do a video about it. It's a nice spot. Cash money. I don't know what that's about, but if you want to leave a super chat, you can go ahead and leave it.
Hit the money sign icon in the chat. Click on that. Buy a super chat or a super sticker. Much appreciated.
How is business here?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, both of us have not established a business here.
Right. It takes time. You got to get established. You don't want to just come here and just
you have to know people.
Right.
It's a whole process, but definitely. When I establish a business, I'll definitely be keeping you guys informed, and I'm sure he's going to do the same thing if he decides to establish a business here in Tanzania.
Definitely. I think Airbnb is a way for me to go, like I say, reverse engineer. So my main goal is to be able to live completely self-sustainably, to just live off my land completely. So to do that, it takes a lot of capital. So if I can just,
No, for real.
Yes, that's one of my main goals. So the way I look at it is like reverse engineer. So if I can get a whole bunch of Airbnb properties all over, let's say Tanzania, all over Africa, and to set up, different managers for each city, they manage the property, get housekeepers for each property that cook for the people, or like cleaning for the properties, restocking with the tissues and all kind of stuff like that. It's a business that runs itself, and we all know real estate is how most people become millionaires. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. You don't have to own any property, so you don't take out any loans, any mortgage. So with far less capital, you can generate a pretty big return. If I wanted to buy a house, I think it's like 3.5% in the States. And that's if it's a personal home. If it's not a personal home, 20%. Homes in Cali are like minimum type of million. So 20% of a million was that 200,000, I think.
Yeah.
So if I take 200,000 and put it into one property, or take 200,000 and get 100 plus properties, for Airbnb purposes, my return is gonna be a lot larger with Airbnbs. So
I see why we linked up. We have the same mindset. For real.
Right.
I was just, this is my first time meeting him. I was so impressed. He sent me a nice email. He sent me the list of the questions. And he has such great energy. Like the video that I recorded with his channel, it's gonna be coming out. He said Monday or Tuesday. Yeah. Make sure you subscribe to it because it was such a fun video. It was just light and fun. So I'm all about supporting us, especially content creators here in Tanzania.
Right.
Watch our videos, like the videos, share it. That helps us, help you help us.
Right.
All that. Thank you for the super chat, Blind Guy and his wife and their life. I appreciate that.
Appreciate you.
Did you guys get to Ghana yet? I know you guys were interested. I was watching your channel last year. But thank you for the success. I appreciate that.
Right. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, because I saw the video of your children singing the song to Watermeyer.
Yeah, I saw something about Watermeyer and them.
Yeah, you guys check out Blind Guy and his wife and their life. Check out their channel for sure.
Right.
Did we answer this about the shipping?
Oh.
Okay, so what we've been talking about is drop shipping. So either print on demand, drop shipping through Shopify or Etsy, or if we were gonna do Amazon FBA. So usually those things are being done themselves. So ultimately, what we're talking about is either creating something from your mind or buying something and reselling it, but not having to do all the shipping work, not having to do all the extra steps.
Right.
Because there's a bunch of different ways to set up businesses. You literally can set it up from your phone and you don't have to do anything, you just watch the money come in. And I know that concept seems like, what? That's easy.
Right.
It really does
It
work
really
like
is
that.
that easy. Yep.
It really does work like that. Asante Sana, thank you for the super chat. We
Super
appreciate
sticker.
Oh,
Let's see what it
super
was.
chip sticker. What does it look like?
I'm gonna find out.
Okay. Asante Sana.
Go. Okay, it was a pair.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
Appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
And that's that European dollar, I think it is. Or British pound.
British.
So shout out to you for watching all the way
in the UK. We appreciate that. We appreciate
right.
I appreciate the super chat. You can go
Much
ahead and send. Okay, so I have a t-shirt business, so I plan to grow that. Are you doing that drop shipping? I hope not drop shipping, print on demand.
Yeah,
I hope you're doing that print on demand.
Hopefully. I use Printful. Okay, yeah. Definitely.
Let me see. Where do I go send money to you on here?
Okay, so you hit the money sign icon.
Okay, so if you also, because I think she's logged on to YouTube under being in Tanzania. You have to switch your location. No, not even. You don't even have to switch. You don't have to have a VPN.
Really?
There's an option on YouTube where you can switch your location to say that you're in the States. I always keep it on the States just because there's a lot of restrictions in Tanzania.
Really?
But you can also get a VPN, which I believe I have a link for a VPN in the chat room.
Right.
But if you don't see the option, there's also I have Cash App and PayPal.
Right.
So what's up, Mr. Go Black too?
What up, Go Black? What up,
wait, no. This is Go Black. Yes.
Yeah, it's him. He changed his profile photo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, that looks like a different person. Yeah.
Right.
What's up, Mr. Go Black to Africa? You guys check out his channel. He's doing a lot of great content.
Right. We were just talking about him actually.
Yes, we were just talking about you.
He has the videos about different businesses you can start here in Tanzania.
Yeah, you guys definitely should link up for sure.
Right. Yeah, we're planning on it.
Okay, that's what's up. Yeah. So again, you can, if you don't see that option, you just have to switch. You have to switch over. How do I switch it? I don't know how to tell you how to do it.
Yeah.
You can send. I have Cash App and PayPal.
Cash App and PayPal.
Let's see. I'll put my Cash App.
But for me, I use a VPN when it comes to YouTube because for whatever reason, when you're in Tanzania, they let you download videos on YouTube, which you can't do in the States. You got to pay for that feature. So I keep my joint. Yeah. So I can download videos. So in the case there's like a power outage, and internet's out, I can just watch my downloaded videos on the YouTube app. So that's a key tip I didn't know about until I came over here.
Okay. Okay, so she uses Printful. That's what we were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So you can set up, like for instance, if I wanted to sell this T-shirt,
right?
I set it up. I'm launching a site that's gonna be dropship through Printful myself soon. The Wanderlust for Africa, all that stuff is gonna be through Printful. So Printful is a company. There's Printful, and there is Printify. There's Teespring. There's Redbubble. There's all these different companies that you can literally create this design or his design or whatever. Create this design. Yeah. You create this design, and then you pick the different T-shirts that you want to sell. Mm-hmm. You're pretty much the designer. Like he was saying in the beginning of the video, 10, 15 years ago, you want to start a T-shirt business. You have to go out physically, buy all the T-shirts, pay for the printing, then hope that someone buys it.
Right.
So with this way of doing it, all you really have to focus on is the marketing and the creating. Right. So you come up with a concept, you put it on a T-shirt, you market it, and you send traffic and people buy it. Right. So you get, there is a cost there. They sell the T-shirts for a certain markup, a certain price, and then you can literally, let's say the T-shirt is, for this black T-shirt, it's $12, and I want to sell a T-shirt for $100.
Right.
if I have the audience is going to pay $100 on a t-shirt, I can sell it for that. You can sell it for whatever you want. So
Right.
pretty much however much commission or money that you want to make.
Yeah.
Typically, people go up 2.5%, or not percent, times 2.5.
Okay. Yeah.
So if you're selling a t-shirt for $12 times 2, that's in the $27-$30 range. So if you go higher, you're going to be making more money. But you also want to be mindful if you have the audience that's going to spend, $45 on a t-shirt or $65 on a t-shirt. If you have the audience for that, you have the marketing or whatever you're selling is something that people really want, you can do it. So that is such a easy. You know what? I'm gonna document my whole process, so you guys will see that journey, and then I'll do a video of like how much money I made the first month doing selling t-shirts through Printful.
Exactly. And keep in mind too, like the payment processing fees. So add that into your calculations too. Whenever you guys are doing like if it's gonna be a viable cost for the product. Keep in mind all the different fees that you got to pay: shipping, product costs, and the payment processing fees, and then your monthly cost for Shopify as well.
Yeah, so Shopify costs $29 a month.
$30 a month.
$30 a month. So if you're selling, let's say the t-shirt, let's just stick with the $12. I think that's like the average that most of them cost. So you can get a $7 t-shirt. You're selling it for $30, so your profit is that $15. You need to sell 2 t-shirts to cover that cost. And then Shopify will take out, I want to say they take out 3% processing.
3%, then plus like 45 cents on top of that.
Per transaction.
Yeah.
So you're looking at, another, let's say $2 or whatever. So you want to, that to cover your fees, you need to sell 3 t-shirts. And then from there, your full profit. But how you make more money. So let's say average Joe he wants to sell at joe-t-shirts.com. Nobody knows who Joe is. He's not going to really make any money because no one's going to know how to find where Joe is. So an option for the average Joe to make money is to go through paid advertising. So you can use Facebook advertising, you can use Instagram, which Instagram really isn't the best for that, but it's an option.
Both the same thing, though.
You can use Google, and then he was just telling me TikTok. I didn't even know you can do TikTok ads.
Pretty much every social media platform you can run ads on, including Pinterest, TikTok.
Yeah.
You can run ads on Amazon too. Yeah.
So if you have a t-shirt line, for instance, today, this is an example. I'm giving you guys some free stuff. Next week is Juneteenth, or the 4th of July, or whatever major holiday it is. You create a t-shirt that says Juneteenth is popping. You set up an ad. Somebody is like, on my cookout, I want to wear a Juneteenth t-shirt. They look it up, they find your ad, they click it, they buy it. The more money you spend on ads, the more people that you're able to, who's going to see your ad. The less you spend, the less you're going to see. But even if you're starting out and you put $10 or $50, you're still going to get so many people that are going to see your ads until you can start to generate the income to reinvest in ads and just get a bigger pool of people. So that is something you can literally do today. Maybe I wouldn't do Juneteenth, like you want to do the 4th of July or whatever holiday or something that people are going to be looking up. I mean, a lot of people monetize off of the Black Lives Matter movement. A lot of people monetize off of the vaccine. Like, I just got vaccinated, or I'm like, I'm not about the vaccine. Like whatever's kind of happening in pop culture, you can monetize off of it. Even if you think about like the elections, when Pence had that little fly on his ear, on his head.
Oh, the midden, something like that.
Pence, the vice president, the former vice president, he had a little fly that landed on his head. Best believe there was somebody in the world that created a t-shirt. Like there's like commentary t-shirts, like meme t-shirts that people will buy for the fun of it. And you literally have to hit the iron while it's hot. If you want to go that route, or if you want to build a brand. So there's so many different options. You can even create t-shirts from Amazon.
Merch by Amazon.
The percentage is really low,
super low.
But if you build up, and let's say you have 1,000 designs and you're making $1 a day, that's $1,000 a day. So you just have to think about the volume.
Right.
So
somebody said a big cartel. That's what I use too. So for like, if you guys go to NoLimitEddie.com, I use Big Cartel because it's free. So there's no $29 a month for it. And then whenever somebody buys my merch, I just go and fulfill it manually on Gucci. So that is a free tip for sure. Use a Big Cartel free.
Yeah, definitely start your channel. If you just tuning in, we were talking about content creation as an option. Check out Go Black to Africa. He's done a ton of videos talking about how much money he's made just from making content here in Africa. And I want to say one of the videos I was watching from him, and he said he brought in 11K 1 month. 1 month here in the content on his phone. So there's money to be made. It's just about letting go of the limits, being no limit Eddie, no limit Full Soul, no limit whoever you are, and allowing yourself to make as much money as you desire.
Right.
Okay.
And believing that you can. It's the main thing.
Okay, I need to switch over to the US setting. Yeah, if you want to send a super chat, that's what you could do. So you guys, if you want to send a super chat, go ahead and do that now. This is some stuff that we're kicking to y'all for free.
Right.
So
take advantage of it, guys. Take advantage of it.
Big Cartel. Yes. Okay, so there's Shopify, Big Cartel. There's one other one. Oh, Wix.
Oh yeah. I haven't had any experience with Wix.
You can do e-commerce on Wix, but the major one is Shopify, and then Big Cartel and Square.
Square and ClickFunnels.
Yeah. So how these websites work. So let's say we're sticking with the averagejoe.com. You set up a Shopify. There's all these apps and integrations within the app that will make it easier for you to sell. So you have your Average Joe t-shirt, then you do your Facebook ads. Yeah. So then you can also connect it to Amazon. You can connect it to other platforms. They really make it very easy. Also with drop shipping, they have all these tools that you can use that you can literally, let's say you want to sell this random lipstick that you find on Alibaba or AliExpress. And there's an app in Shopify that you type in the product that you want and it'll automatically come up on your Shopify store with the picture, the details of everything you pretty much need. Yeah. And then when someone orders it, you then receive the money and then automatically through this app they'll fulfill it for you. Mm-hmm. So it's literally you're just collecting money and you're curating different stores, different things for people to buy.
Right. That one takes the most time and the most money as well. So if you could look into, I think Printful works with Amazon too. I'm not sure if you heard about that. Yeah, so try to go on a marketplace first and validate the ideas. The ideas you talked about, like the Juneteenth and 4th of July, those work really, really well in marketplaces. They work really, really well in marketplaces. So you can just put them up.
So marketplace, for people who don't know, marketplaces.
Right. Etsy, Amazon, Walmart, eBay. Marketplaces are places where there's already an audience there and you just kind of got to get in front of them. Same thing with YouTube. YouTube is a marketplace for content. So if I post the same video on Eddie.com, nobody will see it. Post it on YouTube, somebody can search it. So that's all a marketplace is, just a place that has eyeballs ready to see your product. So definitely I'll recommend marketplaces first and then building a brand second, because it's going to take money. Like you need at least type $400 to run ads, Facebook ads successfully, because you got to get data. Like you got to have a pixel on your website, and you got to send traffic to that pixel. Then they're going to see, okay, these people convert.
Wait, a pixel? What is a pixel?
So that's kind of how Facebook tracks success. on your website. So let's say you start Merriam.com and you start advertising your camera, for example. So you may run ads and you may get 1,000 people to the site. Let's say 10 people convert. For Facebook to know who converted, they make you install a code on your website.
Okay.
So once that code is in your website, they can then kind of track that user.
And that costs money to get the code?
Free.
Okay.
So they'll say, okay, these 10 people bought. What do these 10 people have in common? Let's show these ads to more people like that. So that's kind of the AI system of Facebook.
Because
so
all of your steps are being watched.
Right.
And that's how the algorithm, what's the word? Not
AI, artificial intelligence.
Yes, that's how it works. It's collecting data based off of what you like.
Right.
So anytime, even if you say that, oh, I really want a red lipstick, and you go on YouTube or you go on Instagram, and then you see a red lipstick pop up, it's because they're listening to you. Unless you turn off that feature.
Right. But works to our advantage when we're advertisers, not so much when you're a consumer.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Facebook has a lot of data on everybody. They can tell like if you're in the market, like you're ready to buy, if you're just considering items. It's a lot of data that Facebook has on people. You kind of realize that when you go to the back end to advertise.
Yeah. Okay, I want to bring up this. Do you have an intro on YouTube? I don't know if you
like a professional one. No, I have my like what I say. Shalom, Eddie.
Okay.
But as far as like a full little edited thing, no. People just want to get to the content. Most of the time.
I don't have an intro. I have like the flash. What is it? What's my channel name, y'all? I'm tripping.
Full Soul
Travel. Yeah, right. I don't have a long intro. I don't think you really need it. Some people have it. I know Go Black to have it.
It's working, yeah.
But you don't really need it.
Right.
But it's up to you. Keep it simple.
People make things too difficult to get into. Start. What do they call it? Minimum viable.
You guys,
product.
I'm sorry. We're in a cafe, so there's other people around, and I don't have a mic set up. So sorry if you cannot hear us clearly.
Right, you can hear me, let me know. I'll talk louder.
Yeah, we'll talk a little louder, but we're also not trying to be super loud because we are in a cafe, so maybe we'll scoot up a little bit. Right. But let's see.
That's my struggle with Facebook ads.
Yeah. It's a whole craft. It's a whole, but you can, like he was saying earlier, you can literally buy a course on Facebook ads.
Check out that dude. His name is Dantes Akram. Another black person's young.
Can you put it in the chat?
Yeah.
Dantes Akram.
Yeah. I bought his course and it was super helpful and it's super easy to use.
Yeah, and be mindful. Like, I don't know what your t-shirts are, but think about stuff that people would like. There's a couple different YouTube channels that I watch that only talk about Printify and like t-shirt businesses. There's one, a big one that's, I think her name is Wholesale Ted. She's this white chick from Australia. She's making millions of dollars off of, like, when you see some of her designs, like off of the most basic, basic things. It doesn't have to be. What
does she sell? Is it Shopify or
she does all of them? She literally does all of them. Yeah. But she'll do like, I love my cat. I'm a cat mom. Yeah. Like just different. You see people in the store that's got random t-shirts on. They're buying it from people who are making millions of dollars.
Right.
So it's not even. You don't even have to be that creative. You can literally be like sunshine, rain, earth, fire. Boom. Right. Somebody's gonna buy that t-shirt. It's
crazy how people will spend their money on. I made thousands of dollars selling bird feeders and bird baths.
Yeah,
buying it from
especially
websites.
Pets. People are really into their animals.
Right.
People are into their animals. They're into their dogs. I mean, there's a bunch of different niches.
The pet niche is good. When you got a pet that you really love, you don't spend money on them. I had to buy my dog a whole ticket to come over here.
Okay, so sounds good. Wearing headsets, we appreciate that.
Okay, check Udemy for anything. 8-time links to learn. Wait for sales.
Udemy. I also use Skillshare. That's how I use YouTube, and I use Skillshare to learn how to do my editing. So if you're someone who wants to be a content creator, it would be helpful to learn how to do certain skills. Unless you just want to do lives, but people watch that. Look Go Black is very successful, but he also mixes it up.
Right.
So it's up to you about what type of content creator you want to be.
Right.
But it is helpful to have like basic knowledge of lighting and sound. Those are like kind of the most important things.
Right.
Okay. Dope.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a market for that. You just have to tap into your market.
Yep. You got to figure out how to run those ads to kind of get the right people. So if you're trying to build a brand, though, I wouldn't say Big Cartel is the way to go. You should definitely go to Shopify. Big Cartel is not really set up in the way Shopify is, and it's not as convenient as Shopify for building a brand. And then I would say
also, sorry to cut you off, but Shopify, if you want to test this out, you're watching this video and you have no money.
Yeah.
Literally, there's not $1 in your account. Or maybe you have $10 because you're going to use that on ads.
Okay,
you sign up for Shopify. They give you 14 days for free. You go to, you make your design on Canva. You set up your t-shirts. If you're doing t-shirts, you spend your $10 on a Facebook ad. So if you're doing the Juneteenth thing, this is literally, please come back if you, this is like literally how to make some money real quick.
Right.
Do a Juneteenth, go on Etsy, go on Amazon, look at the top selling Juneteenth t-shirts, kind of make a design similar to that. Test it out, or even put it up on, like he said, do the marketplace. Don't even do the Shopify.
Find somebody selling something already. Validate
do the marketplace and make a similar t-shirt, because people are just they're looking, they're not necessarily looking at even the reviews. They just kind of want to buy something. If they buy it similar and maybe yours is selling $2 cheaper.
Right. You don't even have to compete on price. You don't have to compete on price. No.
I'm just saying, I would buy the $2 cheaper one.
I always advise people not to compete on price, because then you just on a race to the bottom. So
really?
Yeah, because then the whole marketplace is gonna get lower.
Because, then you sell a little higher. Sorry, he's schooling me.
So that's the key what you said though. Like, find something that's already working and then sell something similar. Even the exact same item, people will buy it. Why? I don't know, but that's literally my strategy. Find something that's working, source items that's similar, list them up.
Yeah,
it's really that simple. Okay. No creativity needed.
So you're moving to Nigeria. So we gave you 20 ways to make money, 20 or more. So just take this advice, leave a super chat.
That is awesome. Yeah.
Beautiful t-shirt. Santi Sana.
I was switching over to Shopify.
Yeah.
Switch over to Shopify.
But also I think for what you're doing, try Etsy.
No, because she's trying to build a brand.
Oh,
so
she's
build a
trying
brand. You gotta
okay.
Building a brand is way more expensive.
Okay.
But it's possible. And also, don't think you gotta run Facebook ads. You can use influencers. Find people who represent.
Influencer marketing is probably even better. Than ads.
Yeah, definitely. I think with the next business I'm doing, I'm gonna try to validate it with influencers first, and then go into paid advertising.
But if you're doing YouTube, you are your own influencer.
Right.
So, for instance, I'm working on Wanderlust for Africa t-shirts.
Right.
As soon as I get them made, I'm going to be the influencer that's wearing them. When I do the interviews, I'm going to give them a t-shirt. I'm going to give Go Black a t-shirt. I'm going to give whoever has already been on it. That's influencer marketing.
Right.
It's like you are either... you can find some influencers that will just take the product, or you kick them back, 50, whatever their price, their budget is, and you send them the product and they do a post and they wear it. And the key is to find someone that really likes it and they keep wearing it. Or find people who, will start promoting it themselves. It's like, if you love a product and you're like, dang, I love this Tanzanian shirt. It's like, you don't have to necessarily go after the big people. Micro influencers are actually better because more people are watching them.
They're more connected to their audience. And then it's really, like I say, reverse engineered. So if you know you're gonna run ads eventually, send the stuff out to influencers. You're gonna get validated from there. Then you have UGC, which is user generated content that you can then use for your ads. So that's gonna perform a lot better than just a still white image. So if you got a model wearing your clothes, or you got a model holding your product, then you run that as an ad, it's gonna convert a lot higher than just image of a product image on a white background.
And I want to
So-
say that you don't have to be American. You don't have to be
Nah.
If you're Tanzanian,
Right.
this is free game for you too.
Right,
You
right.
can be an international seller doing all the same. There's
There's
many
some
people
stipulations, but it should be good.
here in Tanzania.
I know, like some things, like you got to be in some countries to do some websites.
There's certain companies,
Yeah.
companies you can find that you could that's open to all sellers internationally. But even like if you're here in Tanzania, like I have a friend here that's like you can do Fiverr if you're talented in a certain area, especially because the cool thing about like Fiverr, let's say for instance a video editor, there's a bunch of we're talking about YouTubers that will pay people to edit their videos because it's very tedious. And let's say for instance you are an American or a UK daily vlogger. You want to get somebody who is a day ahead or 12 hours ahead. You can send them your content. By the time you wake up, they edit it. Takes them, all day, whatever. They edit it, send it back. By the time it's the morning, your video is up.
Right.
And you just pay somebody however much their fee is. So these are just other options. Let's say.
I have not created any videos about that process, but I would say if you're gonna bring your dog, hit me up, email me because it's kind of a process. Eddie@nolimiteddy.com. Email me and then we can figure it out from there. And that's the key too. If you're reaching out to influencers, if you buy a domain name on like Namecheap or something like that, you can create a private email. So it'll be like your name at whatever your website is. So that's the key too.
What is your email?
It's Eddie@nolimiteddy.com.
Okay, I'm just gonna put it in the chat. No Limit Edit. Make sure you guys are liking this video. No Limit Eddie. Like this video.
Right. And we're giving so much free information, guys. So don't forget to hit the super chat. That's a money sign icon in the chat. Click on that, buy a super chat or buy a super sticker. It goes a long way, guys, supporting the channels.
Okay, so this is Eddie. This is Eddie's email.
Yeah, shoot me an email if you're trying to do the dog thing.
For the dog thing.
Yeah.
Okay, congrats on the younger guys to think outside the boxes. Absolutely. That's smart. I never thought about that. Let me see. Yes. Likes, all that stuff.
More likes and views, dope. Oh, okay, perfect.
Yeah,
perfect.
But I'm glad we did this. This is
right.
Place your email. Or my email or his email's right here. That is his email address. My email is in the link. It's fullsoultravel@gmail. But yeah, this has been good.
Yeah, it's good.
I want you to create more content like this. I think you'll be good at it. Yeah, and just document your journey for sure. I'm definitely gonna do a couple segments, but I think you should do that.
Yeah. We'll look into it.
Yeah, for sure. Wouldn't you guys be interested in seeing more stuff like that?
Yeah, let me know, guys. Let me know.
How was the safari trip? My trip? Which one? I went on to like the actual like safari where you see animals, or because in Tanzania safari means journey. So people will be like, oh, how was your safari? Meaning how was your journey? Not necessarily how was the animals. But my trips that I've been on were really great. I have those videos you guys could check out. New subscriber to Eddie's content. Yeah, he's a really dope dude. I'm not gonna have anyone on the channel this time. He's dope. He's young. He's 21. Moved here with his sister. We have to support each other for sure.
Right.
And let's see. I think I skipped over some of you guys.
That's the main thing, guys. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Much appreciated.
Yeah. All right, you guys. So we've been on here for like an hour and a half. I'm gonna stay on for like 5 more minutes. If you have any more questions, just hit us up real quick.
Drop the questions in, last minute super chats.
Oh yeah, that experience was really great. I hope you watched the video. I'm thinking about teaming up. Oh, we lost each other. Sorry. I'm thinking about creating some curated groups. Holy guys. Anyways, we'll talk about that on another video. I think the Wi-Fi is going out here. What's up, Eddie? Who is this? Subscribed.
Oh, okay, that's my guy, Smith and Wesson. Yeah, so this is Full Soul Travel. This is her channel. She makes Tanzanian content, travel content, and probably some business content coming up soon. So
yeah, for sure. Thank you. If you're watching and you haven't subscribed to No Limit and Full Soul, go ahead and do that.
Right. Really, I don't talk too much about making money on the channel. Right now, I'm kind of just putting up whatever kind of content I want to put up until I find what I really want to do over here for content.
Yeah. It's I think it's a process to figure out like what you guys are what you want to create, because I do think that you should be creating from a place that you enjoy, because that's the point of creation, because otherwise you're just doing another job. But then once you do that and you start to see like what picks up, like he was telling me before in LA he was doing homeless content, and that became really big. I used to watch, I'm still really into, this is not necessarily homeless content, but there's a show called White Underbelly. Have you seen that? That's a YouTube channel, and this guy interviews people who are on Skid Row, like homeless people, drug addicts, prostitutes. But what I like about his channel is it brings the humanity of people, because a lot of times if you see a crackhead or something like that, you judge them or whatever, not knowing their story. But most of these people have the same story, which is when they were younger, they were either abandoned or abused. And it just, I don't know, it makes me have more compassion for people, because you never know what people are going through. But his channel is huge. That's a little off the subject. Grand Rising.
What up?
Mambo. Yeah, I haven't done a live this early before. Maybe I'll start to do them. Let me know if this time is good for you guys. Thank you. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all the super chats. Thank you, No Limit Eddie, for coming on Full Soul Travel. I'm glad you did this on YouTube, connecting the show. And you guys make sure you check out his channel. So I'll see you on Sunday. Peace and love, you guys.
All right, peace.